welcome to my channel. I am Niliman here. Today I am going to teach you here unit number 7. Unit number 7 here, Physiology and Injuries in Sports. Today I am going to teach you effects of exercise on cardiovascular system. Here, cardiovascular respiratory system. So today my topic is effects of exercise on cardiovascular. Here, effects of exercise on cardiorespiratory system. Cardiorespiratory system. Okay. So this cardiorespiratory system, what are the effects of exercise on this? First is cardiovascular system and on here respiratory system. So let's start today the effects of exercise on cardiorespiratory system. So cardiorespiratory system is essential for efficient pumping of blood and oxygen supply to all the parts of the body. It consists of cardiovascular system working along with the respiratory system to deliver oxygen and remove carbon dioxide from all the tissues of the body. So cardiorespiratory system is of two types here. First is cardiovascular. Here cardiorespiratory system, it is of two types, cardiovascular system and respiratory system. So first of all, what is cardiovascular system? It comprises of the heart and its associated blood vessels working together to nourish the body and facilitate exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. This system is very responsible to maintain fluid balance in the body, immune function and support thermoregulation. Second is respiratory system. The respiratory system, it is made up of first nose, then larynx. What is larynx? You have also studied in your previous classes. Larynx, it is commonly called the voice box. You can say it is commonly known as voice box, or glottis is the passageway for air between pharynx above the trachea below. It here extends from the 4th to 6th vertebral levels. It is divided into 3 sections: sublarynx, larynx and supralarynx. So respiratory system, it is made up of nose, larynx, pharynx. Pharynx, it is commonly called the throat. It is a passageway that extends from the base of the skull to the level of the 6th cervical vertebra. It serves both the respiratory and digestive systems by receiving air from the nasal cavity and air, food and water from the oral cavity. So this is about pharynx. These new words were there today, larynx and pharynx. Next, third is trachea, 5th is bronchial tubes and 6th is lungs. These are parts of respiratory system. So the primary function of the system is exchange of gases between outside and inside the body. When we take in or exhale air, means we take oxygen, and here we take oxygen from outside through our nose It is called the inhalation. When we take in oxygen, that is inhalation. When we take out here carbon dioxide, that is called exhalation. And when air or carbon dioxide travels out from our body, it is called an exhalation. So this exchange of gases happens at the level of here, at the level of alveoli present in the lungs. Respiratory system also helps in regulating pH of the blood. So the cardiovascular and respiratory systems undergoes drastic changes during and immediately after intense exercise. While exercising, there is an increased demand for oxygen. When we perform any exercise, then a lot of oxygen is required by the muscles. To fulfill this demand, there are certain short-term and long-term adaptations by the cardiovascular and respiratory system. These are here. First is here, effects of exercise on cardiovascular system, short-term or immediate effects. First is increase in heart rate. When you perform any exercise, then naturally increase in heart rate will be there. So one of the short-term effect of exercise is an increase in heart rate. From an average heart rate of 72 beats per minute, heart rate increases as per the intensity of exercise until maximum heart rate is achieved. It can increase up to 220 beats per minute. Number 2 is increase in stroke volume. Number 2, increase in stroke volume. So stroke volume, it is the amount of blood ejected per beat from the left ventricle. As the intensity of exercise goes up, so does the stroke volume. Generally, the stroke volume of an individual at rest is 52, how much? 70 milliliter per beat. During exercise, it increases up to 110 to 130 ml per beat. Thus, the amount of blood pumped out of the left ventricle by each beat increases up by here up to 80 milliliters per beat during exercise. It may reach up to 220 ml per beat, milliliter per beat during high intensity exercise. So this is also one of the effect of exercise, that is increase in stroke volume. It is the volume, it is the amount of the blood ejected per beat from the left ventricle. Third is increase in cardiac output. So cardiac output, it is the volume of blood the heart pumps in a period of 1 minute. Cardiac output, it is the volume of blood the heart pumps in a period of 1 minute. It is product of stroke volume and heart rate. It increases from the typical 5 liters per minute to up to 40 liters per minute during the strenuous exercise. Fourth is redistribution of blood flow. Fourth, it is redistribution of blood flow. So this is also one of the effect of exercise on cardiovascular system. So at rest, the muscles require only about 50 to 20% of the total amount of blood circulating through the body. During exercise, the hard-working muscles demand more oxygen from the cardiovascular system, up to 80%. In response, blood is diverted away from the digestive organs, kidney and liver, and redirected to the skeletal muscles. Blood flow to the skin also increases. Then fifth is blood vessels expand at the skin surface. 6th point here it is. 5th point, sorry, it is blood vessels expand at the skin surface. When we perform exercise, this is also one of the effects of exercise on cardiovascular system, that blood vessels expand at the skin surface. The blood vessels serving the skin expand to allow more blood to the surface of the body to release heat, causing skin to redden. This helps to cool the body down during exercise. Then 6 is increase in blood pressure. Increasing, 6th point, it is increasing blood pressure. The blood pressure is the pressure of blood within the arteries. It is produced primarily by the contraction of heart muscle. Normal blood pressure range is here. It is 120 by 80 mm Hg and 140 by 90 mm Hg, where 120 to 140 mm Hg is systolic here. Systolic blood pressure and 80 to 90 mm Hg is diastolic blood pressure. During exercise, the systolic BP can increase to over 200 mm Hg, but diastolic BP usually remains unchanged during intensive exercise. Then long-term effect of cardiovascular. Here effects of exercise, long-term effects. First is increase in heart size. Increase in heart size. Long-term effect, the short-term effects we have done. Now long-term effect. So long-term effects is increase in heart size. Long-term effects, increase in heart size. Increasing heart size. With regular exercise, the heart increases in size and volume. The walls of the ventricles will get bigger and therefore will be able to make more powerful contractions. Then second is decrease in resting heart rate. Decrease in resting decrease in resting heart rate. So regular exercise helps the heart become more efficient. Exercise requires so much work from the cardiovascular system. Sedentary periods become relatively easier for the heart. Then increase in stroke volume at rest. Increase in stroke volume at rest. So cardiac output is the product of stroke volume and heart rate. since resting heart rate decreases with regular exercises. Therefore, to maintain the cardiac output, stroke volume increases. It increases. Then it is number 4, improve blood circulation. Improve blood circulation. Number 4 point, the long-term effects of exercise on cardiovascular system. It is improved blood circulation. So exercise increases the amount of blood required by the muscles, in response in which there is formation of new capillaries. The existing capillaries also open wider. This helps to improve the blood circulation and make it more efficient. So this long-term effect of exercise on cardiovascular system, it also improves blood circulation. Next point is decrease in blood pressure. Blood pressure decreases by up to 10 mmHg in people who exercise regularly. So it also decreases blood pressure. Decrease in blood pressure. Long-term effect. Decrease in blood pressure. Decrease in blood pressure. Then blood volume increases. 6 is blood volume increases. You can prepare note. Blood volume increases. The body produces a greater number of red blood cells in order to keep the muscles supplied with oxygen during heavy exercise. 7th is faster recovery rate. Regular exercise leads to faster recovery rate and athletes' heart rate becomes normal earlier compared to a beginner. Rate of respiration also becomes normal quickly, thus the recovery becomes fast. Faster recovery rate. 7th point. Faster recovery rate. Faster recovery rate, regular exercise will lead faster recovery rate and athletes' heart rate will become normal easier as compared to the beginner. 8th point is low level of accumulation of lactic acid. Low level of accumulation lactic acid. Low level of accumulation of lactic acid. So in low level of accumulation of lactic acid, and as I have taught earlier, anaerobic respiration, it is the process of converting glucose into energy without oxygen. During the conversion from glucose to energy, lactic acid, a waste product, is created. Lactic acid makes muscles tired and painful. Regular exercise prepares muscles to adjust to working with lower levels of oxygen, and the circulatory system develops itself to transport oxygen to different parts of the body, thereby resulting in low level of lactic acid. 9th is increase in capillaries network. Long-term effect of here exercise on cardiovascular respiratory system. So to achieve the demand for oxygen, network of capillaries increases. Due to the demands placed on different parts of the body, during exercise, the capillary density at muscle sites improve. Increased capillary density allows for greater oxygen being transported to the muscles, improving their ability to perform intense exercise. Moreover, exercise helps in preventing the decline in capillary function that happens with age. So all these are the effects of exercise on cardiorespiratory system. I have told you the effects in short term and effects of exercise on long term. Whatever is taught today, and you will read page number 230, 231 and 232. Read pages 230, 231 and 232. And also prepare your notes and try to go through the videos. Yes, in next video, I will teach you effects of exercise on respiratory system, short term or immediate effects. Short term or immediate effects of exercise on respiratory system. Today you have learnt effects of exercise on cardiovascular system, short term and long term effects today you have learned. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Stay alert, stay healthy and mask yourself. Take proper care. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Have a nice day.